Charlie Jones now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. On one, ready? So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Michigan man Mason Graham in there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He's got the hook up to Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 13 yards on that pass play. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
It just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest game. Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Ready, break!
Come on. Hit! 60 Bison, 79, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates!
Watson going to throw right away. And that is incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
We see this so often, they call it sudden change. So they teach defenses, Mike. This is a little predictable here. They teach defenses, if we have to take the field following a turnover or some sort of sudden change situation, expect a deep play, expect a trick play. It's just the way offensive coordinators call plays immediately after taking over the possession. And in this case,
look at him go! Still on his feet. To the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 99 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a 1st down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On one, ready? 11 MT, 11 MT. Here we go.
A carry here for Brown. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
He's got Gesicki open down the field. And it will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's good for 27 and a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
A first down throw for Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. After the catch, he gets that forward for a game.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and a yard. On the ground, it's Brown. Good running inside the 25. And he'll take this one in. Case Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. On the ground, it's the rookie who played in-state over in Columbus. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. A one-point affair, 7-6 is the score. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. From the 38 now, here's second and 7.
Here we go. Start. Let's go.
On play action, it's Watson. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Chris Jenkins Jr. getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's third down.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that second down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
Throwing on third down. Watson. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And on third down, that ball incomplete. Deontay Johnson, the intended target there. And it's going to lead to fourth downs. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchdown. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Here's Brown. Room to run at the 35. From up and down, just shy of the 40. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
So, from the 39, they come up on first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field. Not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
Here we go. 11 MT take. 11 MT take.
To throw is Burrow. Rolling right. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. That is second touchdown tonight. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will take a 14-6 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. DeAndre Carter on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
On first down, it's Watson. That's caught. It's Jerome Ford.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense is.
And he did all he could, but he's going to be forced out at the line of scrimmage, well short of a first down.
That's a lot of work for no gain. You risk taking a shot there if you're the quarterback, the longer you hold on to the ball. But there was nothing there. Good job to the defense shutting that one down.
And a fair catch taken in at his own 2. Not the best of choices there.
At their own 3-yard line.
One. Gun.
On first down, Burrow. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
11 MT, 11 MT.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Burrow to throw. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Ready.
Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Get it.
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 34.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Judkins. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Watson. That'll be caught by the running back, Judkins. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9
yards. That's good for a Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On the ground, Judkins. And strong runners in deep. Inside the 10-yard line, a gain of 9 on the carry.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and inches at the 7-yard line.
2nd and inches.
Here we go. 19, Tiger, 19.
Little quick pass to the receiver heading right. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. 3rd down and 3.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Watson. He pulls it in around the 5. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they are on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
Duncan. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
On the jump.
Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal.
Ready.
Now Watson. He's got his big tight end. Outstanding. Touchdown Browns. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
Watson to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the end zone. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15.
Here we go. Ready. Stop.
Throwing is Burrow. And that one incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They go play action for Burrow. That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag.
Here we go. 11. Ready.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. Open man, downfield. Chase has it. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Now Brown into the secondary, past the 40. And it'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. A gain there of 20. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down. They'll run here with Brown. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will have great field position right around midfield.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
On first down, Watson. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this.
Let's go now.
They'll drop to throw. That'll be taken in by 4. They'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
They'll stick to the ground. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Out of the gun, Watson. This throw left is complete with Judy. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Interesting call for the defense. Pressure or sit back on 4th and 5.
Dragon 60, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They snap it to Watson. Looking deep here for Tillman. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Well, you find yourself in field goal range. If it's successful, you take the lead. But they're thinking they want to put this game on the backs of their offense. They decide to go for it and fail. But the real story is, what a stand by this defense.
He gets free. 20, 15, and he will score again. Chase Brown, touchdown Cincinnati. His big night continues. His third touchdown of the game.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there.
Yeah, I did. I did throw a push. That nigga quit on me after that handstand. You see how that shit quit? He left me in the handstand motion. Been getting a little money on this shit right now. Boy, I've been grinding. Been grinding on this shit.
In this predicament, it is an incredibly selfish thing to do.
Let's go. Let's keep leveling it. I'm trying to hit this gold, and I'm trying to hit flat, whatever that other shit is. Niggas like, nigga, you playing the trial, nigga. Yep, and once it's done, I'm going to buy the game right away. Right away.
Excuse me? He said the water was up. I heard what he said. Thank you very much. Tell me exactly what's going on here. Now, let me be equally clear. No, so you watch this one. It's not my problem. She's got the accusation of your It's not my yes, that was that
Yeah, he's focused. Pedal to the metal, bro.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Commanders. Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started.
And beat that form of thinking, that'd be like
from Northwest Stadium.
how you want.
McLeod on the return.
Yeah.
And he will be short shy of the 20 yards. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And a nice run there. He'll get 8 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll take this to the 35. And that'll move the chains. It's a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. They'll go again with Robinson. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
41. Here's 2nd and 4. Give to Robinson from the pistol. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down. So they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
1st and 10. On the carry, this is Tyler Algier. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Ron Payne there for the stop. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 6. A gift, and here comes Robinson. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2, as they've got it starting 3rd down and 2. And 2, and Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their 1st. The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. They'll go. It's Robinson. He's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And the strength on display, rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Robinson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Now a 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he will get into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Austin Eckler now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Right to the air goes Daniels. Now pass deep from McLaurin. And this is too far out in front.
You cheating ass nigga. I see what you want to play. You want to cut people off. That's pass interference.
And that will lead to a second down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
He'll be forced outright. He's going to try it here again. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by the rookie from Notre Dame. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Here's Robinson.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They run over center with Robinson. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On 3rd down, Penix. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. And he will score. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Atlanta. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Eckler on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Come on, go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. That one good for 29.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison, 19 Lions.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. Finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
To the air again is Daniel. That's caught by Eckler. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready?
Daniel gonna throw again. Exiting the pocket right. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Falcons have come up with the recovery.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. They get 11 and quick to pick up the first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. Great coverage there by the kick team. He's down inside the 10-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
On play action, Daniels. That pass taken in by McCoy. He's inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 93 yards. Touchdown, Washington.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed him. In this game, it looked like he was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? Now it's up to their defense. They get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. McLeod now to return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. They'll start on the ground with Algier. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Now Robinson. It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the gun on third down, here's Penix. And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw it with Penix.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on fourth down. Had they not gotten it,
That's a fucking bullshit.
your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Come on, man. Let's go try and drain the clock. Bum ass.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
I think a little bit of what's happened here, Mike, is this offense is having some trouble matching the level of physicality of the defense. So physically, they're getting beat at the point of attack, and I think these last two plays are a great example why.
Now Penix on third and long. And that is incomplete. Tries to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to be fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Very nice return. He takes it up past the 35-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Quick. 60 bites.
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay.
Big play coming up. This is third down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. He's got his man right side. It's complete. 12 yards on that hookup. First down, Washington.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
19, 18, 79 Broncos.
Daniels now on first down. Out to his right. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Billy Bowman. First down, they'll start out with Algier. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to Algier. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Penix. Right side, catch me by McLeod. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. Here's Algier. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Go again here with Algier. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll drop to throw. And is downfield to the tight end Pitts. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Atlanta. Pistol, Algier. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Falcon first down.
First down, Falcons.
They'll go again with Robinson. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
Yeah. Ran the money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got richer, these got bro, call me slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on the camouflage bells. Duke diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. 2 twin on me, Hessel and Grub. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got several. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. Be hate no glitz, I don't it. Can't take my chain, ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish red, most want it. So look, let me switch the flow. Just like a breaker, yeah, I'm addicted to dope. This a cold word, yeah, keep a in my coat. Money hungry, yeah, tryna give me some more. On I pack, this ain't talking down on glitz, I like he ain't the goat. If you don't agree, ask the streets and yeah. This 5 air, you already know. Already know how it go. Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the globe. Got tryna snatch out my soul. Front and back pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of zeros. Running money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got richer, these got bro, call me slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on the camouflage bells. Duke diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. 2 twin on me, Hessel and Grub. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got several. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. Be hate no glitz, I don't it. Can't take my chain, ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish red, most want it.
Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me. And I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when came in candidly. But the prettiest young thing I ever saw. And she was hot. Well, nothing short of masterpiece. I said, oh, I need to know. Yeah, is that your man? If it isn't, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. She said I have a proposition. Every they want to take me home. Then I said, what's that? She said, if you come make me dance, I'll stay forever. If you come make me dance, I'll stay forever. So I sung how I wore when it came hard to breathe. Hit the focus to make sure I hit the notes. And there's palm and I won't blame you if you can't believe. But she began to flow. That's your man, hey, cause if it isn't, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. Now she say want to take me home. Tonight is quite open.